Well, it was time for another UTR UP adventure, so we loaded up the car, headed north, and, well, you know us, we got hungry. So we pulled off I-75 around Saginaw and stumbled onto a place as unique as it was good.
You know, in most restaurants, they bring the food into the kitchen to cook for you, but at this place, they brought the kitchen outside to where the food is.
Folks, we're at the Maple Grille in Hemlock, Michigan, a restaurant that's taken farm to table to a whole new level. I mean, these tables are actually at the farm. Josh Schaeding is the young chef who's turning heads and filling stomachs right by the side of the road.
So how did you come up with this whole concept?
Well, about 6 years ago, we started doing maple syrup in our backyard. And this started out, the whole grill here started out as a maple syrup evaporator.
Oh, so this is where you did maple syrup?
Yep. We have a 140-gallon pan that drops in it.
Oh.
And we cook maple syrup off. And after a great syrup season, and upwards of 100 people stopping by over the course of the month asking for ribs, it just felt natural to turn it into a restaurant from there.
Well, it's so unusual that you took your kitchen outside to where the fresh food is, because you guys grow your own food?
We have a half-acre garden.
Yeah.
We had 40 maple taps back here in the spring, and we knew we needed fresh vegetables to supply the restaurant. And then after we had everything planned, and we progressed into opening the restaurant.
Well, another thing that's unusual about you is you actually raise some of your own meat.
Yes, we have 8 laying hens currently, and a rooster, and we have our own rabbits in the back. So I've been a backyard rabbit hobbyist and maple syrup producer for 6 years now, and made sense to convert it all into a farm-to-table restaurant, along with my family members that also raise beef and other local farmers that raise pork and lamb.
So your beef all comes from the neighborhood farms.
Yep.
So everything, it doesn't get much fresher than this. I mean, the kitchen's outside, you're surrounded by the food you're serving. Are you a trained chef?
Yes, I went to culinary school up at Northern Michigan University.
So you knew you wanted to cook?
Yes.
You just didn't realize you'd be cooking out in your front yard?
No.
This structure is awesome. What kind of people? Do people just stumble by like we did? They just drive by and see you?
A lot of people do stop by and just, they ask what this is. A few people yesterday thought this was just a private place. They weren't sure what it was. Yeah. And they came back a few hours later to eat and loved it.
Well, it's like you're cooking and serving food that's grown around you to the people who live around you. It's like this is how it used to be 150 years ago, and all of a sudden it's like we're all discovering that this is the way you do it.
Now, even though the menu changes every day depending on what's available, one thing stays constant at the Maple Grille, and that's family.
Now, do you work for Josh or with him? I mean, you're his dad.
I think it's really with him, even though this is Josh's whole thing. The whole family, we all kind of work together.
Now, did you help him build the structure?
Yeah, we built all the substructure and everything, and Josh and his brother Chad actually did all the stonework.
You must be proud of him.
Real proud, yeah.
Because it's an unusual concept. He's doing it right.
Yeah, and it's hopefully it's good food and everybody likes it.
And trust me, they do.
My wife and I can come here and we can get fresh products that are Michigan-based, that the local farmers produce.
We come probably at least once a week, if not twice a week, to eat. So it's just wonderful.
I think it's a total experience as opposed to just good food, which it was, but it's very unique.
The flavors just pour right through. He just knows what he's doing. It's great.
Well, we couldn't come all this way without tasting it for ourselves, and believe it or not, all those people were right. It was awesome. So next time you drive past Hemlock, stop and experience the great fresh food, great people, and great atmosphere at the Maple Grille.